Now on CoastTV News.
We're looking at a calm, clear, and cold Monday morning, Delmarva, but we're watching a developing storm back to our west. This will bring heavy rain and potentially damaging winds. I'll have the impacts and timing on Futurecast coming up.
Rehoboth recommendations for parking. The proposals being reviewed this week to deal with an issue that comes to a head each summer.
Bucks for beach nourishment, the concern over the cost to keep Delaware's beaches intact after damage from big storms.
Eagles embarrassed the weak effort in a Week 18 loss and what it means for the playoffs.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Monday, January 8th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Oh, Paige, those Eagle fans waking up this morning, they're probably in a foul mood.
I was going to say something controversial. I'm going to be nice today.
Because you're a nice person.
That's what
I told my folks back at home.
Thanks for lying for me. Just kidding. Sorry. Now you know what it feels like to be a Commanders fan every Monday morning. It's fine. You guys will be fine. But let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi, because if I talk too long about the Eagles, some people are going to get mad at me.
That's
you know?
good.
Yeah. Hey, Bob.
Forgot about my Jets. They won a meaningless game yesterday. So, hey, at least we ended the season on an up note, and feeling bad for the Eagle fans this morning. Temperature-wise, we're looking at cold conditions, mid to upper 30s right now with clear skies out the door. So you're going to want to bundle up for sure, as we're looking at a northwest breeze. And, of course, that's knocking that feels-like temperature down into the 30s, low to mid-30s. So make sure you bundle up. We have mainly clear skies right now, and you can see that all across Delmarva, but we're watching the big storm that will be affecting us as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday with a lot of rain and maybe damaging winds. But this morning it's calm and cold. Temperatures in the 30s, lots of sunshine midday, low to mid 40s, and I think we top out in the mid 40s as we go into this afternoon. So have the shades handy, and it looks like a pleasant day. Good day to prepare for the big wind and rain storm. We've got back-to-back First Alert weather days, Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll detail that storm coming up.
All right, well, happening today in Rehoboth Beach, a discussion on a possible agreement with U.S. Wind. Now, according to the agenda, the city could sign on to a community benefits agreement with U.S. Wind Incorporated. This would be through a stream of annual payments for over 20 years. It would be worth $2 million. Now, it was last month that Delaware Governor John Carney announced the beginning of negotiations with the U.S. Wind regarding two of its projects, Marwind and Momentum Wind. Both projects would need to use Delaware Shore to connect to the power grid.
And happening next, potential changes will be the topic of discussion tomorrow in Rehoboth Beach. Tuesday, the city will be discussing parking recommendations that were presented by the Rossi Group in December. Some of these include the installation of yield to pedestrian signs on Rehoboth Avenue and walk your bike markings on the sidewalks.
Gonna stay in Rehoboth Beach for this one. A new round of storms about to hit us. Could be a need for another round of beach replenishment. Later this week, city officials will discuss a DENREC study on the economic benefits of beach nourishment and the search for new ways to fund the project. Now, the organization says it is needed due to rising costs and the increased demand for beach nourishment. According to DENREC, there will be a public meeting on this on January 18th.
Today, the city of Lewis taking steps to improve its environment. The Environment Subcommittee meeting begins at 1 p.m. And on the table are environmental regulations, including wetland buffers. They're aimed at keeping construction away from marshes and rivers, and the dark sky regulations. This one aims to reduce light pollution. Again, that meeting begins at 1 p.m.
Officials in Fenwick Island also tackling environmental issues. They have several updates there. Now, according to the committee's agenda, there will be an update on offshore wind, as well as an update for the pollinator garden. The committee will also be talking about Earth Day planning, and that meeting is scheduled for Wednesday at 9 a.m. at Town Hall.
Also in Fenwick Island, the town discussing what it calls residential concerns. According to the agenda, there will be a discussion on state parks as well as the dark skies initiatives in that town, just like in Lewis. Now, those lower light pollution. This meeting set for today at 10 a.m. again at Town Hall.
Georgetown getting closer to deciding how it allows marijuana in town limits. This comes as many coastal communities have banned the drug. Planning Commission will focus on three major ordinances. Places where marijuana can be sold or tested will be considered in specific commercial and industrial districts. An ordinance would limit the number of marijuana dispensaries to 2. It will also limit marijuana cultivation centers, testing centers, and manufacturing centers to 1 each, and that public hearing is set for January 17th.
Some potential changes to Delaware legislature this week as the 152nd General Assembly reconvenes for its second session tomorrow. So here are some big bills that's according to their agenda. One is making it easier for teachers to work in different states if they've already have a license in another state. Another is a proposal where teachers who earned graduate degrees before they started teaching will be paid more, no matter what their degree is in. And another bill that would allow bars and restaurants to start selling alcohol an hour earlier. It would begin at 8 a.m. Another proposes establishing the Delaware Aquaculture Task Force.
Well, this morning the Eagles will begin preparations for a wild card playoff date next Monday night in Tampa Bay. On Sunday, the Birds' collapse this season continued with an embarrassing 27-10 loss to the lowly Giants. It was their fifth loss in their last 6 games, and it handed the NFC East Division title to the Cowboys. Well, more on the Giants game and a look at the playoff matchup with the Buccaneers later on CoastTV News Today.
And last night, Hollywood stepped out for the 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards. Comedian Joe Coy hosted the awards for the first time. It was a surprising night for Barbie. There's Margot Robbie. She's nominated for 9 awards. But get this, the hit movie only took home 2 out of those 9 nominations. If you slept, went to bed early, you missed it, that's okay. We're going to have more on CoastTV News Today.
And we're taking you live this morning to Washington, D.C. After a few trips around the country today, President Biden will make his way back to the nation's capital sometime after midnight heading into Tuesday morning.
And later this morning, Biden's scheduled to leave his Wilmington area home for a campaign speech in Charleston, South Carolina. He gave a speech Friday in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, which he attempted to further the narrative of Donald Trump's role in the January 6th riot.
And with the first contest of the 2024 presidential race just a week away, the eyes are on Iowa. Republican candidates are descending on the caucus state, trying to close in on the front runner, former President Trump. And
President Biden, he'll be at the Mother Emanuel Church, where 9 black churchgoers were killed by a white supremacist back in 2015. Now NBC's Drew Petrimo shows us how GOP candidates are making their plate to voters and what Biden's focusing on ahead of his own campaign for re-election.
Fire those civil servants because of civil.
Countdown to the caucuses in Iowa. Republican candidates crisscrossing the state, making their pitch to voters.
We're in this to revive who we are as a country.
But make no mistake, we've got a mission, and we've got to complete this mission.
The candidates chasing Donald Trump, far and away the frontrunner in polls, trying to steer voters away from the embattled former president, who remains popular within the Republican Party.
I think President Trump was the right president at the right time. I agree with a lot of his policies. But rightly or wrongly, chaos follows him.
It's going to be really a tremendous victory in Iowa.
Mr. Trump also on the campaign trail in Iowa over the weekend, calling for the release of January 6 prisoners, labeling them hostages, and downplaying the day's deadly events.
They indicted me because I fought against a corrupt election. I got indicted.
President Biden heading to Charleston, South Carolina today to speak at the Mother Emanuel Church, where 9 black worshipers were gunned down by a white supremacist in 2015. It's part of Biden's push to highlight threats from the far right and continuing to focus on Trump's actions after the 2020 election.
It was among the worst derelictions of duty by a president in American history. An attempt to overturn a free and fair election by force and violence.
The battle lines being drawn as voters prepare to weigh in for the first time of the 2024 election. In Washington, Drew Petrimo, NBC News.
And Trump is expected to be in court in D.C. tomorrow. His lawyers are set to refute Democrat prosecutors' claims that he tried to illegally overturn the 2020 election.
All right, well, we're just getting started in this hour of CoastTV News Today.
Coming up, history on the market. We'll tell you about this historic building in Lewis and why it is on the market in the first place.
Also ahead, Route 50 repairs. We're telling you about the work being done that's shutting down two-way traffic for over a month.
A Bay Health mask mandate is back. Reason for the return of the masks for all campuses. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Sign up to grow your team at the 2024 Draper Media Job Fair, powered by Premier Staffing Solutions. Be a part of the best marketed and most successful job fair on Delmarva, according to past employers who participated. The Draper Media Job Fair is Saturday, February 24th from 10 to 2 in the Jason Building at Del Tech in Georgetown. Meet over 1,000 applicants looking for work. For more info, go to WBOCEvents.com.
At JD Asphalt, your driveway is our reputation. So we bring an experienced crew and state-of-the-art equipment out to every job site to ensure we deliver fast, premium results that's built to last.
JD Asphalt, built on family values
that have and will last as long as our asphalt.
Paving a path to your satisfaction. Call now and ask about our 0% financing options available for up to 18 months. JD Asphalt, a family company for over 50 years.
Let the steam rise like the majestic Mount Fuji. Unveiling a new ramen restaurant in Salisbury, the Fuji Ramen House is an adventure with each tantalizing bite. Enjoy your experience in a cozy Japanese-themed setting and indulge in mouth-watering appetizers, rice bowls, curry, and of course, our ramen. Handcrafted noodles simmering in a delicious broth with your choice of toppings. Elevate your taste to new heights and savor the umami flavors of authentic ramen at Fuji Ramen House, located behind East Moon.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
5:11 on this pretty cold Monday morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam, mainly clear skies. 37 in Laurel right now. We've got mid-30s inland areas, upper 30s along the coast, so certainly a chilly Monday morning. And a northwest breeze, and that breeze is knocking down the feels-like temperature into the low to mid-30s. Feels like 32 in Millsboro right now. Del Mar 36 and Selbyville at 36. And we're looking at mostly clear skies, so we're looking at a good day. So it's a good day to prepare. Maybe bring in those outdoor items that could blow around in the big windstorm as we go into tomorrow. But this morning, make sure the kids are bundled up off to school. 36 cold and dry. And then heading home for the kids, still need that jacket. Sunny and chilly and 45.
All right, thanks, Bob. Moving on, map out your retirement at the Lewis Public Library. An upcoming seminar aims to help those close to retirement or who have recently retired. Now, one is on January 23rd from 5 to 6 p.m. The library says the 3-week course touches on everything from budgeting to Social Security. An organizer say registration is preferred, but walk-ins are welcome as space allows. Bay Health is claiming it is maintaining patient well-being by issuing a familiar mandate. It's back. The healthcare brand is requiring masks for patients and visitors on all of its premises, after they say there was a recent increase in patients with respiratory illnesses such as the flu and COVID-19, and this policy applies to all Bay Health hospitals, outpatient locations, and company practices.
United Airlines says it will suspend all of its 737 MAX 9 planes due to required inspections. The airline's conducting these inspections as required by the Federal Aviation Administration. And this comes after an Alaska Airlines flight had to perform an emergency landing after a section of that plane detached in the middle of the flight. United Airlines says it has 79 of those Boeing 737 models. All right, heads up if you own a parrot. Some parrot owners will need to find their feathered friends something else to eat. D&D Commodities Limited, it's recalling a single lot of its 3D pet product, premium parrot food. That's all according to the FDA. The FDA also saying this recall comes after salmonella was found in a sample test just last year. The affected product was sold in clear plastic 4-pound jars in 20 states, and retailers are being contacted. Still ahead this morning, Route 50 repairs are causing some traffic changes, while the district engineer says the work still has to be done.
Quiet weather this Monday morning, starry skies on their gutter helmet cam, the calm before the storm today. Then it's back-to-back first alert days Tuesday and Wednesday for rain and wind, maybe damaging winds and many impacts. I'll have the details coming up after the break.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row, brought to you by Pohanka Kia of Salisbury.
Did you know enjoying social activities can slow down age-related issues? The key benefits are stimulation of the mind, improvement in motor skills, building interpersonal relationships, increasing confidence and independence. Homewell Care Services LEAP program provides interactive activities that clients can enjoy twice a month at our Georgetown and Smyrna locations. Incorporating LEAP in your loved one's routine can create a sense of fulfillment and motivation. To learn more information about Homewell Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Get your year of more in 2024.
And on the next Tamron Hall, the matchmaking reality star who says date him till you hate him. We talk about it. And she's the Atlantic writer who investigates love through science on the next Tamron Hall.
Monday at 3 on CoastTV. NBC Nightly News. Weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
All right, 5:16 on this Monday morning, and in the middle of your screen, we are showing you a live look at Ocean City. Bob, it looks like it'll be a calm day today, but you are tracking some nasty weather this week.
Yeah, very nasty weather, Matt. We're looking at this big storm that will be tracking to our west, bringing a lot of wind and a lot of rain and a lot of impacts as well. That's why it's important to have the Coast TV weather app. Make sure your phone is in camera mode. You scan the QR code. You can track all kinds of warnings and watches that we'll have coming out with this big storm. And here's the timeline. Later Tuesday into Wednesday morning, strong winds. We're talking about winds maybe in excess of 60 miles per hour, which could be doing some damage. Also, a high impact with heavy rain. There's the wind damage. Make sure you secure those outdoor items because winds in excess of 60 miles per hour can do some serious damage. And there's a low chance of thunderstorms. Could get a rumble of thunder with this storm because we have so much in the way of dynamics with it. But more on that coming up. But it's a chilly start out there this morning. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. So make sure you bundle up. And we've got a northwesterly wind right now at around 6 to 12 miles per hour. So those feels like temperatures. Feels like 31 with the wind in Seaford, 36 in Milton, and 32 in Lewis. So bundle up for sure. As we're looking at clear skies right now. So all is quiet today. We've got high pressure in place, but the monster storm that we're watching to bring us rain and wind is now coming out of the Rockies, has a lot of energy with it, and it's also sending rain and snow into the plains right now. So here's Futurecast. You can see we're slowly warming through the 30s this morning, upper 30s mid-morning. By 12:30, we're into the mid-40s, and that should be the highs for the day. And as we go through the overnight, we start to increase the clouds. Those clouds thicken up on Tuesday, and we start to see rain building in later in the morning, and the winds start to pick up out of the southeast as well. It gets mild, the rain gets heavy, and the winds get really strong, especially into the afternoon and evening and into the overnight out of the south. I'll show you those wind gusts coming up, but that rain could be heavy at times, and we have the coastal impacts as well, where we could see quite a bit in the way of inundation along the coast too, and then the wind shift to the west behind it, and it gets windy into Wednesday. Here's the future rainfall amounts. We're thinking another 1.5 to 2 inches on top of that rain we just picked up. So it would not be too tough to cause some flooding. And here come the winds, over 30 miles per hour by early afternoon tomorrow by 3:30. Look at these gusts to 40, and then in excess of 50 mile per hour winds at 7:30. And look at this, 64 mile per hour gusts in Selbyville, up to 70 in Ocean City. 72 in Fenwick Island tomorrow night. That is going to do some damage, folks. And then we're looking at the wind shifting to the southwest as we go into Wednesday. And as far as wave heights, we could be looking at maybe 8 to 12 foot waves right along the coast, of real huge waves offshore, but a big surf that will cause definitely some coastal inundation and some flooding. So that's the first system. We actually get into another system this upcoming weekend that promises more rain and potentially wind. It looks like the snow stays to our west. Paul Davis a 7-day forecast. 46 today, 58 with the rain and wind Tuesday and Tuesday night, and windy on Wednesday, 52. Thursday is dry and sunny, 54 with more rain on Friday, and it's windy to start the weekend. A very active pattern on the way. And our umbrella winner today is Angela Holiday from Seaford. Congratulations, Angela, on your brand new umbrella from Coast TV and Paul Davis.
And we are thrilled to announce Coast TV has a brand new Facebook page for the latest in news, exclusive content, and some interactive discussions. Just make sure you visit and follow our brand new page. You can head over to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC, or we love QR codes here. Scan the QR code on your screen with your phone and stay connected with us.
Got traffic updates for your daily commute in Ocean City. The Route 50 bridge is a site of long-term repairs, and two-way traffic currently being maintained on the west side of the bridge while the east side, that is closed. Now, some people wish the work was being done during slower parts of the day as opposed to all day long, but District Engineer Mark Crampton says they've got to find ways to get this work done.
It's never a good time to do it in the summer season, and so we have to kind of work off-season when both vehicles and boat traffic are the least. And so luckily for us, the things that have to be done are not really temperature dependent.
And crews will be working 24 hours a day. That work is expected to be complete by March 2nd.
Coming up next on Coast TV News Today, potential sale for this historic building in Lewis. We're telling you why it's being sold in the first place. Don't go anywhere.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
So we're looking for it to begin to make its way towards Fenwick Island pretty quickly here.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
Our promise is to guide, inform, and protect.
Make sure you are remaining weather aware tomorrow.
Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV and the First Alert weather team. Your safety, our commitment.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
In case you missed it, this little red building across from the Zwannendale Museum is being sold by the Lewis Historical Society. Coast TV's Tori Seagraves shows us why the historic structure is now on the market in the first place.
If you peer through the window of the Zwannendale Museum, you will see another piece of Lewis history. The structure on Savannah Road that more recently was home to Antiques for Sale is now for sale itself. Thomas Greenwood lives in downtown Lewis and hopes to see the building turn into something like a cafe.
So the location is unique for the parades and all things Lewis, so I hope it makes a transformation into something useful.
The sale was prompted by overwhelming maintenance costs, according to the Lewis Historical Society. The building is currently posted online for almost $900,000. Denise Clemens with the Society says the sum will go towards much-needed renovations of the other 12 historic structures, like the Cannonball House and Ship Carpenter Square. They own and educational programs.
We made the very, very difficult decision to put the building up for sale. We did not do that in a vacuum. We went to the Z Club management leadership and said, this is where we're at, and they said, you need to sell the building.
According to Clemens, because the building falls within Lewis's historic district ordinance, the outside of the building will have to remain intact, but what happens inside the building will be left up to the buyer. A potential buyer from Lewis did take a second look inside of the building while we were there, but declined to tell Coast TV what their intentions are. Another sign of the future in the historic first town.
Change is happening so fast in Lewis these days. Let's hope that it's all for the better.
The home of the Society's antique shop is on the market. However, when the shop reopens in March, it will have moved to the Thompson General Store here down the street. I'm Tori Seagraves in Lewis, Coast TV News.
All right, we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey, and look like we're tracking a nice day today.
Yes.
Paige, could be a good day for you to bring in your Christmas decorations.
I never even put them out.
I know.
Well, on the outside. You know, the inside of my house was filled, but I couldn't get myself to do outside this year.
So good. You don't have to worry.
Good news for me.
Yeah.
And now's the time to take everything down outside that could blow away in the wind. And I'm not exaggerating. We're looking at very strong winds by tomorrow evening in excess of 50 miles per hour. But it's quiet today. Ocean City and Fenwick Island, we're looking at clear skies. 30s this morning into the mid-40s at noon with lots of sunshine. I think we'll see mid to upper 40s. And for Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, cold early on, mid-30s, mid-40s by noon. And we'll see the sunshine and waves around 2 to 4 feet. Then those waves start to build, and so does the rain and wind into tomorrow and Wednesday with First Alert weather days. I'll talk about the impacts coming up in a couple of minutes.
Thank you. Also coming up after the break, did you see this over the weekend? The missing part that may have caused the door of an Alaska Airlines plane to be blown off mid-flight. It's been found. We're telling you what the National Transportation Safety Board is now saying about this scary accident.
Yeah, it was scary, Paige. Also, the stopgap funding bill deadline is approaching. Congress reaches a spending agreement that would avoid a partial government shutdown. Now, what are the next steps in this process?
And Rails to Trails safety improvements. We'll tell you some of the changes that will be discussed at the next Milton Town Council meeting. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
Need help giving a gift? Make your loved ones feel special. Celebrate their birthday. Congratulate a colleague's achievement by sending them a shout-out through Delmarva Life Occasions. All for free on delmarvalife.com. Upload a picture with a message about the special celebration. Delmarva Life Occasions is brought to you free by Island Creamery, found in Chincoteague, Salisbury, and Berlin.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives. They're coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy to chop salads in seconds and cut frozen solid meat with ease and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp guaranteed. A complete set of chef knives can cost you hundreds, but today you can get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. Order right now and we'll even ship them to you free. Now get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. The last knives you'll ever buy.
Call 1-800-645-8074 or go to buynutriblade.com.
The Polar Bear Plunge to benefit Special Olympics Delaware has become one of the first state's coldest but most popular traditions. This year there are 2 great options to plunge. You can plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 4th, or you can create your own unique plunge virtually whenever, wherever, and however cold or not you want it to be. It's not important how you plunge, it's important that you plunge and why you plunge to support thousands of Special Olympics athletes. Visit plungede.org to register.
Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
This is Coast TV News Today.
January 8th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, we're approaching 5:30, start of a new week as we make our way on this Monday morning.
Not too bad for a Monday morning. Cold. Definitely cold.
I'm going to go typical January, so it's hard to complain about the cold when it's the second week of January.
You guys know where you live. You know where you are.
Right.
It's cold. I wear sweatpants under your dress like I did coming in today. That's my secret on how to stay warm.
I was going to go TMI on that one, but great.
Thanks. Just when you walk in the door, it's too cold from the car.
I can understand that, Paige.
Thank
I don't
you.
have to deal with that issue, but...
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi. Bob, not wearing sweatpants, but you get what I was going through this morning.
I do. You do what you got to do, when it's cold out. And you know where you live. We're northern hemisphere, a colder climate, and it's chilly out there. Mid-30s. Good morning, everybody. 37 Millsboro, 36 in Seaford, Delmar 36, 38 Rehoboth right now. And there's a bit of a breeze. I noticed that when I got to work this morning. It's coming out of the northwest. Not especially strong, but strong enough to knock that feels-like temperature down to 30 in Seaford. Feels like 35 Selbyville and 31 Indian River Inlet. We're looking at mostly clear skies, and we're looking at a quiet day. We've got high pressure in place, but we're watching the big rain and windstorm brewing well to our west. That'll affect us beginning tomorrow, but this morning is just cold. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. By noon, we're in the mid-40s, and I think we top out around 44 to 46 inland areas as we go into the afternoon. A bit of a wind chill, temperature versus wind chill. Temperatures in the 30s this morning, feels like 30 at 7, but then things start to stabilize as we go into the afternoon with highs into the 40s and with lighter winds. That feels like temperatures in the lower 40s.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. This morning, a Newcastle County woman facing felony charges after scamming an elderly couple who helped her after they met at church. Police say Jacqueline Thompson met an elderly Seaford couple at church, and according to police, originally the couple let Thompson and her children stay with them. They even paid for hotel rooms as the family was homeless. The couple even let Thompson drive their car, but police say last week she would then refuse to give the car back. What's more, the 81-year-old Seaford man says he realized Thompson stole and pawned off his grandmother's antique silverware.
Got important tax dates coming up for Delaware. The Division of Revenue starts processing 2023 individual tax returns on January 23rd. They expect refunds from February 15th due to fraud prevention measures. Now, the state is reminding to file electronically for quicker processing, and this year's deadline is April 30th. By law, Delaware employees should receive their 2023 W-2 employment forms by January 31st, and those who haven't received a W-2 by January 31st should contact their employer.
Improving rail trail crossings at Federal Street in Milton, that's what's being discussed at the next Milton Town Council meeting. According to that agenda, the town will discuss and possibly vote on recommendations from the Streets and Sidewalk Committee. Now, according to that committee, recommendations were offered to address and improve safety for pedestrians and bikers. Some of those include reducing the crossing distance for trail users and reducing driver speed through visual lane narrowing. This meeting is slated for tonight at 6:30.
Today, officials in Lewis taking steps to improve its environment. On the table at a meeting of the Environmental Committee are regulations, including wetland buffers. These are aimed at keeping construction away from marshes and rivers. Also, dark sky regulations. This is to reduce light pollution. This meeting is scheduled for 1 p.m.
Happening today in Rehoboth Beach, the city is set to hold a discussion on a possible agreement with U.S. Wind. Now, according to that agenda, there is the possibility the city could sign onto a community benefits agreement with U.S. Wind, Inc. This would be streamed through an annual payment over 20 years, and it would be worth $2 million. It could lead to the use of Delaware's shore to connect to the power grid.
You can see it right here. Earlier today, a rocket launched from Florida's Cape Canaveral carrying the first U.S. lunar lander in decades. This is now on its way to the moon and is planning to touch down on February 23rd. It's loaded with equipment that will gather data for future moon missions, but it's also carrying mementos from other countries, including photographs, novels, and a piece of Mount Everest. It's expected to become the first commercial mission to land on the moon as part of NASA's collaboration with private space companies. Congressional leaders have reached a top-line spending agreement. This as the deadlines confirmed in the stopgap funding bill signed in November are quickly approaching. The agreement could help avoid a partial government shutdown later this month. It establishes an overall spending level of $1.59 trillion in fiscal year 2024. Congress will still need to allocate the money, write the bills, and pass them before the January 19th deadline.
We have more details on the Alaska Airlines plane. The door blew off mid-flight. That missing part of the door has been found. So get this, the door plug was found in an Oregon teacher's backyard Sunday night. Authorities say that piece could be the key to the investigation into what caused it to detach from a plane mid-flight. During a press conference, National Transportation Safety Board chair said that some factors were complicating this investigation. The plane's cockpit voice recorder was inadvertently taped over at the time of this incident.
Got a lot more to get to in this edition of Coast TV News Today. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead this morning, the history of South Rehoboth. We're telling you about changes to 2 streets, then you can learn about an upcoming lecture.
Also, collapse continues. A bad day for the Birds. It sets up a playoff game against the Buccaneers.
And Delaware Ag Week kicks off today. We're telling you some of what farmers can expect from the week-long event at the State Fairgrounds. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Today on Coast Life, we have secrets to maintaining New Year health goals. And join Jamie Perez of the Parker Group about smart real estate investments. Plus, experience a moving musical celebration for Martin Luther King. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at oceocean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
Do you want longer-lasting appliances? No more water spots, scaling, or stains. Softer and brighter laundry? Start by refining your water with Shore Water Refining.
For over 50 years, we've been creating bottle-quality water right from your faucet. One of the best things you can do for your health is to drink pure, clean water. So call today for a free water test, a free system design, and mention this ad for 10% off a whole house system.
Affordable refined water, guaranteed. Only from Shore Water Refining.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99 and get free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
5:38 on this chilly Monday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Cam, 38 degrees right now, and most of us are frost-free this morning. Temperatures above freezing, mid to upper 30s right now, so you're probably not scraping too much frost off the windshield as we're looking at a northwest breeze, and that's knocking the feels-like temperature down into the low to mid-30s, so bundle up out the door. At least we're looking at clear skies this morning as we've got high pressure in place. Here's your drive cast looking good today. Morning commute, we've got the green light, dry and cold, and heading home, also the green light, dry and chilly.
Thank you. The Dorchester County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of Deputy Matthew Medley. The sheriff says his passing was untimely and Medley was known for his compassion. While Medley's cause of death not yet revealed, many neighboring departments have shared their condolences online and shared a helpline for any officers who are struggling. Applications now being accepted for a new Maryland State Fire Marshal. This is according to the Maryland Department of State Police. According to the agency, on one of the required tasks will be to ensure compliance with state fire codes, also lead activities related to fire prevention and other statewide initiatives. The agency is looking for someone with at least 5 years of experience in fire prevention. Those applications must be submitted by February 3rd. Today in Salisbury, the Department of Field Operations will be collecting Christmas trees curbside. So just remember, those trees should be unbagged and free of decorations for composting. Please don't use trash or recycle bins for disposal. This initiative is part of the city's commitment to a cleaner and sustainable Salisbury. And don't forget, today kicks off Delaware Ag Week at the State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Delaware Department of Agriculture hosting events today through Thursday. Attendees can explore the latest in agronomy, fruits, and animal science, and earn valuable pest and nutrient management credits for both Delaware and Maryland.
Well, final week of the NFL regular season, heading into Sunday's game at the Giants. Still up for grab for the Eagles, a division title, and with that, a home playoff game in the wild card round. So we go to the swamps in New Jersey, lovely this time of year. Second quarter, Giants up 3-0. Let's make that 10-0. Saquon Barkley, he's from Penn State, Paige, finds the house from 2 yards out. Just 4 minutes later, it's Barkley again. 17-0 Big Blue, and the route of the Birds is on. Just before the half, the Giants, they end all doubt in this one. Tyrod Taylor, yes, Tyrod Taylor, burns the Birds defense with this pass to Darius Slayton. 27-10, the Giants all over the Eagles. A season that started 10-1 is now 11-6. Champs for redemption next week in the playoffs. Not sure about the excitement level for this one with Eagles fans, but there is a playoff game 1 week from tonight, Monday Night Football. It will be at Tampa Bay. It's a rematch of the 2021 playoff game. That's where Tom Brady with a win over the Eagles in Nick Sirianni's first season. It's the Eagles' third straight playoff appearance. Sirianni has guided the team to the postseason in his first 3 seasons in Philly, where he has a record of 2-2, including the loss in last year's Super Bowl. Bit of a surprise considering their play the last 2 months. The Eagles open as a 2.5-point favorite. All right, to PG County, Maryland. Cowboys putting the wraps on a division title against Washington. First quarter, Washington making Dallas sweat for a little bit. Brandon Aubrey's field goal is blocked. Jace Whitaker scoops and the race is on. This would lead to a Washington touchdown and it would tie the game at 7. Okay, maybe sweat was a bit of an exaggeration. Just before the half, Dak Prescott hits C.D. Lamb for a touchdown. All Dallas in a 38-10 win. Plenty of changes expected in the offseason for Washington as the Ron Rivera watch is officially on. This brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, who do you think the better team is, the Ravens or Eagles? And boy, that's not surprising at all. In fact, a little bit surprised that many Eagle fans actually chimed in on their side. 77% saying the Ravens are the better team as opposed to the Eagles. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at CoastTV.com or the mobile app, and we will show you updated results later on Coast TV News Today.
It's because the Ravens are from the best state of Maryland. Just saying. All right, well, I'm excited for this one because I slept through the Golden Globes. I know, I was so excited, but we have David Daniel now as he gives us a look at the evening's big winners.
Love you guys so much. I must have done something right in this life to be in your company.
Gratitude and collaboration were the themes at the 81st Golden Globe Awards, echoing the solidarity of last year's actors and writers' strikes. Jeremy Allen White and Io Adebari won for The Bear, which also took Best TV Series, Musical or Comedy.
That's my family. I love you guys so much. It's an honor to work with you and grow alongside you. Oh my God.
Beef also took 3 awards for stars Ali Wong and Stephen Yun and Best Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Made-for-TV Movie.
Our show is actually based on a real road rage incident that actually happened to me, so I'd be remiss not to thank that driver.
Succession was the big TV winner, Best Drama Series and Acting Awards for Kieran Culkin, Matthew McFadden, and Sarah Snook.
This was a team effort. It was always a team, and that was what made the show amazing, I think, to be a part of.
On the film side, an emotional Lily Gladstone began her speech in her people's Blackfoot language after her win for Killers of the Flower Moon.
And this is for every little res kid, every little urban kid, every little native kid out there who has a dream, who is seeing themselves represented and our stories told by ourselves in our own words.
Poor Things won Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy and acting honors for Emma Stone.
Willem, Mark, Rami, you made every day an absolute joy.
The night's big winner was Oppenheimer, Motion Picture Drama, Original Score, acting honors for Robert Downey Jr. and Cillian Murphy.
One of the most beautiful and vulnerable things about being an actor is that you can't do it on your own.
And Best Director to Christopher Nolan.
I can only accept this on behalf of people. As directors, we bring people together and we try and get them to give of their best.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
We're seeing quiet conditions this morning on the Orsted Cam. A bright light in the distance, maybe a big boat coming up the canal there. A frosty start this morning. Sunshine expected today, then back-to-back first alert days Tuesday and Wednesday for rain and wind. I'll detail the impacts coming up after the break.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, CoastTV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blenders shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
5:46 on your Monday morning, and we are going to take a live look right now at Ocean View. All seems very calm right there, Bob, but I did write a little poem as I was getting ready. Enjoy today. Tomorrow is crazy, because it's the first alert weather day.
You were a poet and you didn't even know it. Amazing.
Thank you.
Good work, Paige. Very, very crafty there. We are looking at crazy weather as we go into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night with a lot of rain and wind. It is a back-to-back first alert day, both Tuesday and Wednesday. Watches are in effect. High wind watch, flood watch, and coastal flood watch. Those will probably all be upgraded to warnings as we go through time. Damaging winds are possible in excess of 60 miles per hour. So today's a day to make sure those outdoor items are inside or secured outside. And coastal issues, flooding and erosion, a very good possibility with very strong winds. But first things first, it's a chilly start to the day. Temperatures around 35 to 39 degrees, not atypical for January as we're looking at the heart of winter. We're looking at a northwest breeze around 5 to 10 miles per hour, so the feels like temperatures are in the low to mid 30s in many cases, so bundle up. Feels like 31 in Seaford with the wind, so it is chilly out there with mostly clear skies. We've got high pressure in place for one more day, but then we're watching our big storm now making its way out of the Rockies. This is a powerhouse system. This will be tracking to our west to the Ohio Valley, but we'll be on the windy, rainy side of that as we go through time. So here's Futurecast. We'll walk you through it. 9 a.m., upper 30s, mid 40s by about 12:30. That'll be the highs for the day. And as we go into this evening, it will be cold. Temperatures in the 30s. We start to increase the clouds overnight. Those clouds thicken up tomorrow morning. Winds start picking up out of the east-southeast, and the rain starts building in late morning. That rain gets heavy at times, and the winds start to crank up out of the southeast as we go into the afternoon. You can start to see the red arrows later in the afternoon, indicating those very strong winds, and temperatures surge into the upper 50s with this rain that will be heavy at times. We've even got some purple arrows, haven't seen those, around 6:30, indicating those very strong winds coming out of the south with heavy rain. And and then we'll shut that rain off very late tomorrow night into early Wednesday. So we're going to see another 1.5 inches to about 2 inches of rain on top of what we've already seen. And look at these winds, 30s to 40 plus miles per hour mid-afternoon tomorrow, up to 56 mile per hour gusts by 7:30 in Millsboro, and close to 60 along the coast. So that's just a little indication how strong these winds will be. By 10:30, we could see gusts 70 miles per hour along the coast, 64 in Selbyville, 50 in Millsboro, 52 in Lewis. So that certainly could do some damage. And then those winds shift to the west, and we'll see strong winds into Wednesday, and high seas, maybe 8 to 12 foot waves along the coast, big waves causing beach erosion, and then those will start to calm down with time. So we have storm number 1 that's coming through, and then we'll actually see another one, we think, by the weekend, bringing more rain and wind. So a very active pattern. Seeing the thumbs down from Matt Pensick over there. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 46 today, rainy and windy Tuesday and Wednesday. We get a break Thursday with more rain Friday into Saturday.
Yeah, Bob, that's just too much rain for my liking. Well, anyway, for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones and scan that QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need.
All right, sounds good. Hey, if you drive from Rehoboth Beach to Dewey Beach, you may realize how 1st Street becomes King Charles Avenue, 2nd Street becomes Bayard Avenue. A local historian is prepared to delve into the history of the south side of Rehoboth Beach at an upcoming lecture, and this presentation also will include the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. It takes place at the Boardwalk Plaza Hotel from 7:15 until 8:30 p.m. January 11th, and registration now open. Those tickets are $25, which go towards the railroad-era Rehoboth Avenue diorama.
It's a move that's sure to please dog lovers. Dewey Beach Town Council has expanded dog access for its beaches. Previously limited to specific times, dogs can now enjoy the beach all day from the Sunday following Labor Day weekend right up until the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. This change effectively extends the beach season for our furry friends and their owners, offering a few more weeks to bask in the sun and surf in ideal weather conditions.
The Indian River School District announcing early dismissal for students this week. The school district posted on its Facebook page students will be dismissed 2 hours early Friday, January 12th. The school district says this is due to a professional learning day for its staff. IRSD also says there will be no afternoon preschool on this day.
Up next on Coast TV News Today, tracking down and lighting up cancer cells. We'll show you the new tool doctors are using to help them destroy prostate cancer cells.
For once, there's competition between the judges.
That was fantastic!
I'm so pure! You can do so much better!
Howie!
With Team Howie!
AGT Fantasy League, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
The verdict is in on Night Court.
It's real now.
Melissa Rauch has precision comedic timing.
I am a human chill pill.
And John Larroquette delivers.
As someone who took chill pills in the 80s, you need a new dealer.
A new Night Court, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Their hands have always been there for you. A calming, reassuring presence, protecting, nurturing, guiding you. They've helped you find your own strength. Now you find that your hands are the ones supporting and working to ensure they are safe. That can often be challenging or even strain your relationship. With help from Commonwealth Senior Living at the Eastern Shore, you and your loved one can return focus to your relationship as parent and child, improving the lives of seniors, their families, and each other. That's the Commonwealth difference.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart.
Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers, because we are Delmarva proud.
Prostate cancer is the second most common cancer in men, with over 288,000 new cases diagnosed each year. It's also one of the most curable cancers if detected early.
Yeah, that's the key. Now, as Marty Salt shows us, a new imaging tool is transforming the ways doctors detect and manage prostate cancer.
I believe 80% of 80-year-olds have prostate cancer of some form.
Emory radiologist David Schuster says if a man lives long enough, he will probably live with prostate cancer.
The big question is, which are the types that can be ignored and which are the types that need action?
A key to survival is finding it early. Now, Posluma is the first FDA-approved radiohybrid drug for PET imaging of prostate cancers,
where a small amount of a radio tracer is injected into the body and it goes to specific areas.
The tracer is combined with a prostate-specific membrane antigen that homes in on prostate cancer cells. This unique combination delivers a high-resolution image that illuminates cancer cells. Even the smallest and most elusive ones can usually be detected. In a clinical trial with over 700 patients, Posluma PET imaging found, on average, 83% of recurrent prostate cancers, even at low PSA levels. By finding the lesions early, Posluma can help with early interventions and personalized treatment plans.
It's great to have as many tools as possible. You may say having more arrows in our quiver will help us defeat the enemy of cancer.
I'm Marty Salt reporting.
It's now 5:56 this morning. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And today's Coastal Pet is one that's very familiar to this segment. Benny is celebrating his Gotcha Day.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday, 4 years, Benny was brought home by Tammy, who lives in Seaford. So here's some throwback pictures of this adorable dog. He is a favorite here at Coast TV. And we also got a picture from somewhere dressed in the celebration.
There he is.
Their very nice suit. There he is to celebrate his coming to Seaford.
Cute.
Look at little tiny little Benny.
Oh my gosh, we love you, Benny. We love seeing him every morning. A lot of mornings here on Coast TV. Am I getting teary-eyed thinking of my dog when I brought him home? Maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. We need to move on. Keep sending us pictures.
It is emotional.
It is emotional this Monday. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Information's there on your screen. That's where you can email us, and then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, 5:57. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, we've got some rough weather coming up this week, but today's looking very nice, Bob.
It is looking calm today, and pets do bring out the emotion in us, don't they, Paige? Yeah, I know. I miss my golden retrievers. Now I'm getting emotional. All right, we're looking at clear and cold conditions this morning. Temperatures in the 30s and then into the 40s this afternoon. It's the calm before the storm. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. The rain and wind start to ramp up as we go into Tuesday into Wednesday. Maybe winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. We get a break Thursday. Another system Friday into Saturday with rain and wind. And then beyond that, maybe rain and snow at the end of the 10-day period. Very active.
Thanks, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, working with wind, it's the deal that could bring millions of dollars to Rehoboth Beach and what one renewable energy company gets in return. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News Today.